have to do it. Our people don't.
The Atlanta judge is cracking down on Young Thug in prison because of some communication between himself and Michael Phelps. That's right. So, Young Thug's, attorney was in court today defending his client vehemently against the judge that's pretty much having a problem with Young Thug being able to communicate, and she thinks that he has cell phone access behind bars. Now, Young Thug's lawyer had to defend his client's Twitter about the Michael Phelps incident in the RICO case. And let me tell you, man, this is kind of crazy. Now, the judge has called for limitations after prosecutors raised concerns about leaked discovery information and witness intimidation. Now, Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, actually did push back, suggesting that his client, Young Thug, posed no danger to any witness. Now, Steele also insisted that Young Thug had no cell phone access in jail. The prosecution, though, wasn't hearing it, right? They countered their attorney's claims by citing, and here we go, the rapper's recent social media activity. And here's what they said. They said, "This is a part of the conversation I had with you all about your teams and everybody else." Judge Glanville said, "You really gotta jealously clamp down. It's dealing with classified information. It's need to know it at this point in time, right? And if people don't need to know, you do need to disclose it, and it's going to get somebody either hurt or somebody in a lot of trouble." Now, what the judge is referencing, is the information that was leaked out about the informant in Young Thug's case. That information wasn't supposed to come out. The information came out, and as a result of that, an individual now is in witness protection because somebody from his camp flipped on him. Now, Young Thug's attorney responded by defending Young Thug's Twitter exchange with Michael Phelps. Right now, the lawyer claimed that someone else pretty much is sending out tweets on his behalf. So let's break this kind of down for you guys in layman terms. So the judge is thinking that, okay, you're getting messages out, and this is what I'm talking about. This is why you can't be out, because if you can get those type of messages out, whether it be cryptic, or just a regular message, then you can cause trouble, cause injury to someone. That's what the judge is pretty much trying to say. Young Thug's attorney is like, no, he got people that's pretty much sending it like a lot of celebrities do. They're not actually on their Instagrams. They have people working their Instagrams. I mean, or Twitters or Facebook. You can have multiple people, access, to your accounts. I know because I do it personally. I have a few people that have access to my accounts, and it's not always me posting, just like any other social media site. So Young Thug's attorney is pretty much saying, look, somebody else posted that. He had nothing. He didn't post it. He actually told them to post it. And it's raising concerns because they believe that, he is a shot caller, right? Now, Mr. Steele said, who was Young Thug's lawyer, said the last tweet was sent out to Michael Phelps is recorded. It's been investigated by the sheriff of that county, and it was a conversation that was recorded between Young Thug and a member of his close family, close friendships, right? So, again, it is what it is. Any little thing that they could find, they're going to find. That a judge countered that, saying, well, if I can communicate through a family member or somebody else, then I can communicate something else, right? So, again, my point, if you can communicate through a family member about, swimming 100 miles, then maybe you communicate about putting, getting this person, doing this to this person, whatever the case may be, what they're trying to, come up with in their mind. Bottom line is they're trying to paint him out, Young Thug, to be a violent monster that could never touch the streets again. And right now it seems like they're doing a very, very good job of it. But like I said in previous videos, it's going to look that way for a long time because his team right now is on defense mode. They're not on the offensive. Everything, they getting punched, they getting hit, they're reading things, everything's coming to the media. They're getting struck with this, struck with that, motions, discoveries, blah, 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 blah. When they get in the courtroom, that will be their time to get the football and march down the field and try to score the football. Right now, it's all defense, right? All deflecting, all begging, all asking for motions, all asking for this, all asking for that, right? So again, this is going to play out. Like I said this before. Every time we talk about Young Thug, it's going to seem negative until we get to trial, and that's his opportunity to try to win, if it even makes it to trial. Because I predict that this thing ends with a plea deal. I don't know how many years he's going to get, but I think that cooler heads will prevail, and that Young Thug and the rest of the people will settle on some type of a plea deal. But then again, that could be sketchy because we don't know what that could look like. A plea deal could be 20 years, could be 15 years. I think, in my opinion, if it's 10 and under, if I was Young Thug at this point, I would take it. I would take it. But again, if you feel like you're innocent and you feel like you got a chance to win, who am I to tell a man not to gamble, right? To gamble your life away. And who am I? If you feel like you're innocent, go ahead, and do your thing. One thing he does have working for him, he has all the resources that a regular man or woman in the street wouldn't get. He has all the money. He has the star power to fight this case. So we're going to see how things develop. Again, he has to be careful, man. Anything he says or do is going to be used against him, even when he is behind bars, man. I'm actually broadcasting right now for the beautiful, beautiful city and state of Atlanta, Georgia. Let me tell you, I love it down here, man. I'm headed out back to Philly tomorrow, but we was down here for the Sheen Awards, man. We interviewed Pastor Troy, a few other great, Bob Sumner, creator of Def Comedy Jam. And there's a lot of great people down in Atlanta. Southern hospitality, man. I appreciate you guys. It's your brother, Old God, man. You have a beautiful, beautiful night. Stay tuned for some footage from the Sheen Awards. This video is brought to you by hiphopun.com, hiphop.un.com for all your latest news. Peace.